All right, man. First off, I'd like to thank you for doing this interview with the Hype Magazine tonight.
Definitely. My pleasure.
And to get started, can you tell the fans and listeners who you are and where you're from?
So my name is DJ Waffles. I'm a DJ that's based in the city of Atlanta, but I go by the way of Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, dope. So with you being from Brooklyn, New York, do you think it made it harder for you or easier for you to get into the music industry?
I think it made it easier for me because it gave me the hustler mentality because, the city just moves fast. So, you kind of, move a
Yeah.
little bit quicker than everybody else. So I think that kind of worked in my favor.
Now, what made you want to get into music in the first place? Like you said, you're a DJ. What got you started for getting into being a DJ?
So I was a rapper at first, and then I
Okay.
started managing it.
Yeah.
So I started managing an artist, and we had came to Atlanta, and we had got on the radio together as a
Congrats.
personality and as another personality. I was a personality as well, and then by me being a personality, I became a DJ because I was always the guy who had the music. It was like, hey, the guy in the
Yep.
back, because I was engineering first. And since they always said the guy in the back had the music, I had to find a name for myself. And since I was on the Rise and Grind morning show, I was like, let's try Waffles. And then it
Okay.
just took off. It took off from there. That's how I got the name. And that's how I became the DJ because I was always the guy with the music that all the
Yeah.
artists would call up to the radio station and ask, like, yo, the guy in the back has the music because I never was seen. I just had the music because
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
engineer. So that's how that just took life into itself.
Now you said you came to the radio station as a personality. You went from being an artist to a manager to becoming a personality. What made you make those changes, and how did it benefit you? You think when you got to become the personality, having those experiences in your back pocket?
Um, hmm. I think it played. I played a huge role in what I wanted to do because all this stuff just kind of fell in my lap. Like it was all everything was like all unexpected. Like becoming a DJ, it was unexpected. Becoming a personality, it was unexpected. And I just took it and just ran with it because I got the hustler's mentality, and I started to love music
Yeah.
even more. So the things that I put my mind on, I know that I can pull them off. You get what I'm saying? Because if you got that balance of thinking like, hey, I just got to get it done, and this is something that I like, and you mesh them together, it's like you can't. In my case, like I couldn't lose. Like it was impossible. It was impossible for me to lose. And the DJing thing, like I said, it was the engineering part. And then one day, my homeboy, he was at my house for New Year's, and he was like, "Yo, you should become a DJ." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, yeah, we drinking, and so
Yeah.
it's New Year's. He like, "Nah, I'm telling you, you should become a DJ." And when he told me I should become a DJ after drinking, I was like, you know what? I should become a DJ. And then it just it just grew from there. The next day I had got some equipment from my homeboy at the radio station. He was like, yo, I got this little board. I'm talking about this board was about this big. I don't know what it was. It was a new mark, but it was this small. He was like, yo, here, you want this? Give me like $100 and you can have it. So
Yeah.
all right. I took it, and then I just started getting music from different places. And then before you know it, like 6 months later, I was DJing for the WNBA. I was DJing for Cash Doll as her road DJ, putting out mixtapes. It just grew. It just grew fast. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. So you went from just starting out as a DJ to, like you said, you were Cash Dolls tour DJ, WNBA. What did you do you think differently than all the other DJs that were in Atlanta? What you said, your grind coming from New York, but was it your style of music
I feel
you
like
played, how you mixed? What were you at that time?
I think it was branding. I think it was branding for me, and I dealt with independent artists. So independent artists is what
Okay.
grew my platform fast because I remember I come from a background of being an artist. So by me knowing what they need, I knew how to feed what it is that they wanted. So it
Yeah.
made it easier. I was personalities, meeting different artists, going to different showcases, and I always would do good business with them so that they'll feel like, hey, he's the guy that I need to go to. If anybody's gonna be there, let me go spend my money with Waffles. Let me go to his events. Let me go on tour with him. Let me support his mixtape. Let me be on his platform because I was always giving back to them, and that's why to this day is like they ride with me because I always took the time to give back to them. Mm-hmm.
I salute you for that. And that's really important, like you said, for a DJ to actually help the independent artists and get them to support you in the same way. It's a great marriage sometimes when it works out that way. So I'm glad you did. Who were some of your early mentors? Like when you were at the station and you decided to become the DJ, who were some of the people that gave you game or somebody who, taught you something when you were first starting out?
But you know, when I first did radio, I was working with Deborah Anthony. That's Waka's mom. So she was my manager. So working at her radio station, I
Yeah.
seen just about everybody, and I seen like how the industry was operating. I was like the kid that was in the house that really didn't get a chance to go out and see the world because everything came to me. Like I seen all the
Yep.
celebrities coming to the radio station. She had like one of the biggest radio stations when it in the internet. Like when internet radio came out, we was on Live 365 and we were visual. Like how we are right now, we was doing this in
Mm-hmm.
2013. It's 2024.
Wow. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like this virtual, what we're doing right now, just imagine running a radio station, full on radio station where you could hear and you can see the radio station live in real time in 2013. It wasn't thought of, it wasn't never heard of.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
with
it's
that,
definitely a
like
first of its kind.
yes, to a point where when we first opened up, Vlad was there. Our first interview on the radio station was Vlad. He came to see like what was the big talk about at this radio station.
Yeah.
And when he came down there, we kind of already knew what was going on. So not to veer too far off of what you asked, the people was like Dev, DJ Bus, which was Slim Duncan's DJ Big Tiny. Waka gave me a lot of game. I don't know. There's a lot of people that came through there and seen me as an engineer and was like just giving me a lot of game throughout that process. So when I did get a chance to leave the radio station and go outside and venture into Atlanta on my own as my own brand, I was kind of prepared because I already, kind of seen a lot of stuff come through the radio station because her office is there. I'm seeing the big wigs, the new up and coming artists and stuff like that. So I learned a lot from that experience.
Now with Deb Anthony, like you said, she's a legend. She's been a part of breaking a lot of artists throughout her years. What was something that you got to experience, you think, because of her relationships? Like you said, your first interviews with DJ Vlad. So what were some of the experiences you had in that role because of working with her and her relationships she already had?
Bro, like we done so much stuff, bro. Like from launching the radio station to having our first anniversary for the radio station, taking flights with her, with artists, breaking Cash Doll with her. Like it's so many experiences that I've had with her. I wouldn't even know where to begin, bro. Like we've done, like from her putting me on television on Love and Hip Hop, Growing Up Hip Hop, putting me on The Voice TV show. Like she's put me in a lot of positions to win. Like since I've known her to this day, we still talk and she's still putting me in positions to win. Like it's been a lot. I'm grateful for a lot of things.
And you said one of the things that really stand out to you was your branding ability. The way you were able to brand yourself, and I'm sure with having her on your team as your manager, what were some of the things you did early on? Maybe we can give some free game to a DJ upcoming that you think that helped that brand or help separate yourself.
Bro, I feel like it was the name, and the name was like self-explanatory. So everything Waffles, it was just like I wanted to make people believe in what it is that I had going on. Like in my early stages, I was taking pictures in the Waffle House. I was taking pictures standing on the sign of the real Waffle House. I was taking their letters, creating my own logos, creating my own mixtape covers with their words. Like I was like in to a point where when I got my first waffle tattoo, I just knew like, yo, there's no way out at this point, bro. Like you might as well go all the way. And from people doing drops for me, like Bone Crusher was doing drops for me. Everybody was just, they believed. But I had
Yeah.
to make them believe in the brand. Like, if nobody else was gonna take me serious, especially with the name Waffles, you probably like, who is this guy anyway? Never even heard of him. But I just want to I just wanted people to respect my brand. Like, they was gonna have to do that. And long as I played the music the right way, and long as it looked like money, it's gonna be money. Like, that's just what I stand on for my brand.
That's really dope, because you said you started out in the morning show, so you went with DJ Waffles because it's morning time. Fast forward to where we are now, cooking show, your own waffle mix. Like, did you ever envision getting to that point when you came up with DJ Waffles? Was it a plan to leverage the waffles and all that, or it just kind of came as you were going with it?
I feel like it came. I felt like it came as I was going, because I was more so just branding the DJ. And then when I talk to partners of mine or, people around me, they would be like, hey, this is something that you need to do. And I seen the vision, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll try. You get what I'm saying? And then when I did it, it's like, it always hits for some odd reason, bro. Like, I don't know, but it's like, if I choose something to do, it works. It's just more so about the consistency in it, because I'm like, I create a lot of different things. Like, a lot of situations I've been in, and I see loopholes in them. Like, I work for a magazine company, I seen loopholes in it. I created my own radio. I seen loopholes. Created my own podcast. Stuff that I see, fit that can be fixed. I jump into it because I feel like, hey,
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times, and I just try to execute on where people don't execute on. And when, people didn't give back to the independent artists, I jumped in that seat and was like, hey, I'll be baby Jesus and try to help everybody. And then it'll just go and do what it's supposed it'll do what it's supposed to do, man. It's just all about giving back and just pushing, bro.
They say that's definitely one of the cheat codes to success, is find a gap and fill it yourself. Don't find a gap and tell everybody what's wrong with it, but figure out a way to fill it. Like you said, you knew there was a gap for independent artists. So if you could become the main person to help them as they elevated in their careers, now you're pushing the major artists. When you came up with the padded room, was that what made you start your own brand and start your own company with that? Was the continuation of the branding?
So what happened was, Deb had shut down the radio station. So she was just like, want to take a break and, shut the radio station down. So I'm sitting in a house and I'm trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do? Like, this has been my life for like the last 4.5 years. Like, what do you mean no radio?
Yeah.
Like, I'm at a point where I got my own show. I'm engineering. I'm helping out. I'm like one of the faces of the radio station, and this is what I do. And I'm like, all right, I got to figure this out. So one of my friends, her name is Kiera. She called me one day, and she was on the radio station too. And she was like, "Yo, you ever heard of Gary V?" And I was like, "I seen him on Instagram, but I really don't care about what he's talking about." But I just knew that he has like this super aggressive way of talking to people, and I was just like, "But he means what he says." So that's all I knew about Gary V at that time. So as that happened, she's telling me like, "Yo, he created this platform called Anchor, and you should get on it because we're both not on the radio. We should figure this out or whatever." So she was like, "Yo, I hope I'll edit like the footage for you or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna do reviews about music because I don't know who I'm gonna talk to in my house."
Right.
Because I have to dial back and think that I'm at the radio station, but I'm not at the radio station. So I'm in the white room. It's really nothing on the walls. So that's where the padded room came in, because I felt like that's where I was at. Like, I'm just trying to figure something out. And that's how the name came up. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to create the padded room. And then after like maybe 7 or 8 episodes, I had spoke to shout out to my guy Romeo. He's over there at Rolling Out magazine. He called me and was like, "Hey, why don't we do an interview?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we did an interview. The interview led to me talking to Munson, who's the owner of Rolling Out, and he created the podcast platform, and I was one of the first shows on the podcast platform at Rolling Out, and then the Padded Room just took off from there.
Yeah, you've had some legendary interviews, Charlemagne the God, you know what I mean, and Ray Daniels, my family. Like when you get those A-list interviews or those big time interviews, how does it feel for you as, you know, a podcast or as a person who's in this media game, to get those interviews that other people aren't getting right now?
It feels good because I feel people respect my vision. They understand who I am. They understand that I'm a pillar in this community for real. Like, I'm not like somebody that was just oven baked yesterday and be like, oh yeah, he just came out X, Y, and Z. I think people really take me serious. I just feel like everybody hasn't gotten the experience yet, or haven't really heard about the experience. They seen it, but they haven't felt like what my team delivers when we're in a room. Like, yeah, you might see the interview, but you didn't see all the moving parts to make that happen. You didn't see the emails going out. You didn't see how we prepped the room. You didn't see how my team put up the cameras. You didn't see that. But when people do come in and they see that, like, it's like a family oriented type of situation where you're sitting in, you're like, oh, they are dope for real. You get what I'm saying? It's not just a camera and him talking. It's like, oh, it's a well put together staff when we do what we do. So yeah, I feel like, bro, I done sat with.
Do people? Go ahead.
I think my craziest interview, bro, was Safari. I don't even think you probably even know, bro. Like, we had a dance contest at the radio station because, you know, he'd be doing all this. And I've always been told that I can't dance, but I think if you ever seen this video, bro, like, he was on Love and Hip Hop. He was promoting like this coconut oil and all this stuff like that. Me and my homeboy, I done put all this coconut oil on me. I done came in the radio station. We battled. It was so hilarious. But I just feel like I'm that guy that's gonna take those chances sometimes and just make it a moment, bro. And I think that's probably like one of the biggest ones that I do remember. Like, that was ridiculous. I don't even know what I was thinking that day, but I was in the bathroom putting on coconut oil talking about I'm really about to beat him in a dance battle. And everybody's in the radio station like, yo, they're crazy right now. But it happened.
Now you mentioned that you worked with Cash Doll. How did you meet her, and what was that experience like going on the road and getting to see the fans and how people were reacting to, you know, what you guys were doing?
Bro, so you got to understand, like, this is in my early stages of just learning how to DJ. This is like maybe like 8-9 months in. So, you know, Cash Doll comes to the she didn't come to the studio at the Dev's office, but they're all in the office and they're playing her music. They playing Run Me My Money. I've seen the bathtub with all the money. I'm like, and I'm the only person in the room. Like, what do you guys see in this? I'm so confused on what. She's just in the bathtub with the money, and he was like, yo, she's lit. Deb telling me, oh no, Waffles, you gotta see this. I'm like, bro, she's in a bathtub. We all watching this on the big screen, and I'm the only one that's not jacking it. Like, yo, I don't know what's going on. So she comes down the next week. So when she comes in the office, we meet, and I'm just like, we start to talk, and I'm like, oh, you the person from the video. So we click instantly. Then the next day, Deb calls me. She was like, yo, she got a performance and I need you to DJ for her. And I'm like, what? Like, bro, I'm just starting. And I'm humbly like, at this point, like, yo, I'm just starting. Like, she was like, nah, you could do this. Mind you, This is DJ X-Rated, Swamp, Izzo. These are the top DJs at 2 Chainz
Yeah,
Christmas
legends.
party for the sweaters. So this is huge right now. It's like 1,000 people inside this room, and everybody got their own DJ set or whatever. And I'm about to DJ for Cash Doll.
Yeah.
DJ for her. I think the guy who was supposed to do the mixtape was Trap. And he damn son, where did you find this song at? He was supposed to be the mixtape. He was supposed to be the mixtape host. After I DJ for Cash Doll that night, Deb called me in the morning and she was like, "We're taking Trap off the project and we're gonna make you host the mixtape." And it just was it was history after that. Yeah. And
do you think because you were so new?
Okay.
I was gonna say, do you think because you were so new to DJing and like you said, you kept being put into situations that you didn't know what to do, but you just kept pushing forward? Did that allow you to speed past a lot of the bumps in the road that people experience because you had kind of a person telling you where to go and pushing you to go farther?
I feel like regardless to the fact of me knowing Deb are just doing that with Cash Doll, I feel like when the lights come on, bro, you still gotta perform. Like that's like LeBron James and Bronny getting in the NBA. Like, yeah, okay, Waffles, we gonna put you in the league, but you gotta show up. So I can't never say that it was because of that. It's more so like, bro, I knew that these were the things that was gonna be happening. So I always prided myself on prepping for them. You get what I'm saying? Like learning the music, learning what's going on, learning the industry, learning my board, learning different stuff because I know that these things are going to happen because I'm doing this shit at a high value. Like a lot of stuff is going to come in, and if you're not prepared, you're gonna look crazy. Like bro, when I'm DJing for the WNBA, it's like 6,000 people in there. It's fan night. Deb's down there on the court side and watching me, and I'm in control of the music for 6,000 people. You get what I'm saying? Like, she can't tell me to press play, spin it back, drop a bomb, this, that, and third, play clean music. Is like, you just got to be ready for these moments because they're going to come. And when they come, just be prepared. So I always prep for everything. Like to this day, bro, I still prep like for every event. Like I can't help it because it just has to be right. If it's not right, I'm gonna beat myself up about it. So I'd rather just prep for it and just try to get ready.
It says a lot about you too, Waffles, because for her to put her reputation on the line every time she did for you, it showed that she really loved you and she believed in you. Even when, like you said, you were starting out and a little scared, she just believed in you a lot. Now you got the In the Kitchen cooking show, off the pad and room. What made you take that step into creating your own cooking show? And that's got to be one of the first cooking shows a DJ's ever did, right?
I think I can say I got that. It was because it was too many moving parts to my brand. And I was trying to figure out like, how can I not just be all the way over here doing this, DJing, and I'm liking cooking now, and I want to be a personality. So when I sit down with my team, it's like, hey, how do we bring this together and make this make sense? So now, you love cooking, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring the guests on there, and you're going to cook. You want to be a personality, you're going to start the show off with an interview. You like to DJ, we're going to let other DJs come on there and have the opportunity to DJ, and now voila, we figured it out. Yeah. So that was it, and we had some great guests. We're just about wrapping the first season. We had people like Tracy T, Big Homie G. We had Michael J. McDonald. I can't even remember. It's Michael J. McDonald. We had a couple people. We had Brie Biasi. She just went viral a couple times on social media. We did her. We did a couple of people. And people are just, we did Ray Daniels, but we just did Ray Daniels as just like a solid interview. And I feel like that was another thing too. Everybody started to see like the engagement of us cooking. Yeah. And it's like, yo, this is too dope at this point. Like, let's be let's get in on the action. And I feel like now that's why a lot of people are reaching out for like interviews and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what in
It
the
adds a
kitchen.
special sauce to it. Yeah, I can say it adds a special toss to your brand. Like you said, you're DJ Waffles, you're a dope DJ. You've got all these connections, all this dope stuff you're doing, but now you have a cooking show. So I can come to your studio, not just do a normal podcast, but we're going to cook some food, have some great times, have some good conversation. I've seen some of the guests are competitive with you, like I'm doing better than you are. Did you come into this already knowing how to cook well, or did somebody, did you take lessons in order to do this?
So my mom was a chef. And waffles waffles really aren't that hard to make, but at the same time, it's like when you start adding the stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have the waffles with cream cheese and salmon on the inside, dragon fruit syrup on the top, like you start getting creative, and then you just start building. You start building from there.
Now, how did you get the Georgia Peach waffle mix? Like we talking about your DJ Waffles, you got a cooking show, but how did you lead into having your own actual mix for waffles?
So during the time when I was coming up with Waffles Weekend, I was trying to figure out the mix and, reaching out to some companies, putting some stuff together. And I came out with the buttermilk mix. And then after that, I tried another mix, which was the peach mix. And that's how we created the Georgia Peach. We added peaches to it, but the peaches were infused with Ron Isley's brandy.
Wow.
So that's the peaches are mixed into his brandy, and we put that on the peach waffle. So that's the Georgia Peach.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, if people want to get your mix, or is there a website for that, or how do they go about purchasing it?
Yeah, they can go to www.djwafflesmix.com, and it'll be right there on my site. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that tonight. I'm gonna be making some waffles and send a picture of it. I'm excited. I love a good waffle. So
listen, if you ever in Atlanta, you just give me some time. Just let me know, and I'll make sure that you get some waffles like right off the griddle. I got you.
Appreciate that. Now you mentioned Waffles Weekend, so let's get into that. Congratulations, you're on the third weekend coming up in August. What made you and your team start Waffles Weekends, and how exciting has it been to see the response you've had so far over these years?
Yeah, this is year 3. It was more so like just figuring out a way to give back, and we was just doing festivals. We was doing like A3C. We was doing South by Southwest, and we was just like, let's create a weekend. And it was, it's like a gamble sometimes because you never know like what's gonna happen leading up. And we started 60 days out. Now it's beginning to influx. Now people are like, hey, we know that it's around the corner, XYZ. It just feel good to know that people will come out and support you. They'll lend a hand. They'll invest in what it is that you want to do. They'll see the opportunity to give back. And we had so much fun, from the bowling events to giving the DJs their own covers. Like, we had so much fun, bro. Like, for those years that we've done it, it's always been a success. Nothing's, knock on wood, nothing's bad has ever happened. Besides, when we wanted to do the silent listening party, it rained, and it was supposed to be outside at Morris Brown College. But other than that, bro, the food, the events, the panels, it all came across well, and everybody talked about it to a point where the next time they're already asking for it. They're asking how they could be a part, how they could be on a panel, how can I support. To a point today, it's so crazy. Today I was talking to one of the sponsors today from Wix, and they want to give me an award in Detroit on the 24th. And it was like, they're just gonna send me the information. It was like a presidential award that I just literally just found out earlier. And because of the hours and the time that I put in, with giving back and doing what it is that I've been doing as a brand. And I felt like, that was like my first time really feeling like I was honored. Like I got a award before, two or three awards before, but this was one of those ones that it just struck me in the conversation. I was like, damn, you know, your work is going to recognize, because sometimes you be here, you just doing stuff, you like, all right, yeah, it's cool. And then when she said that, I was like, wow, that's big. Like I still haven't even got it in my head. So yeah.
Now, we said it's coming in August. I know there's 3 basketball games. Any information we can give about if people want to
Yeah.
support or check out more information or want to volunteer? What's the best way to follow up on that?
They could go to www.wafflesweekend.com. Really look over the site. So, because a lot of people are just looking and they thinking that is one price for the whole weekend. If you look on there, you can actually purchase tickets to separate events. You go to www.wafflesweekend.com. You can purchase tickets if you want to be media, you want to be a sponsor, you want to be a vendor. You can go over there. All the information is there. I'm sure that my team made sure that everything is easily accessible, easy to read. You don't really have to think too much through it. You get what I'm saying? Because I know artists is like, you can't give them too much to read. You just got to give them just enough.
Yeah,
Click here, pay here, bang, bang, boom, done. So we try to make it very user friendly. And that's what all the information is. If you stay on my page or you follow the Official Waffles Weekend Instagram, they're dropping constant content like every other day. So, we still got like 40, we're 38 days away. Starting today, the first, we're 38 days out now. So, yeah, we're just putting in the ultimate push. You guys are more than welcome to come if you come to
Now you
Atlanta.
mentioned giving. Oh.
No, I was just telling you, Matt, like if you come to Atlanta, you're more than welcome to cover media, come hang out, man. Like I definitely want to open the doors to your team for sure.
Man, I appreciate that. I'm gonna let Sincere know, and we'll definitely come support it and let people know. Now, you mentioned giving back, so I got to highlight. You got the John Lewis Invictus Academy Award for your giving back. So, what did it feel like when you got the call that you were being, recognized for that? And what was the award that you got for people who may not be familiar?
So, it was I don't know. It was just more so. It was just more so like I just told you just now. When you feel these things happening, you just know that you're doing something right, bro. And
yeah,
that's all that I really want, because it's the small things that matter to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not about all this big stuff. Oh, let me get all this money. Let me get this, that, third. It'd be like those small things that mean the most to me. And that was just a blessing to get that.
Now, also, you are going to be working with Earn Your Leisure. They have Invest Fest is coming, so I understand you're one of the official sponsors. So, what is Invest Fest to you, and what kind of information are you looking forward to seeing? This year coming up.
Man, Invest Fest is going to be crazy. I think this is my first time going. I didn't get the experience last year, but it's weird because one of my guests was telling me about them. And Michael J. McDonald, which is 1/3 of the owners of Earn Your Leisure, he came on my show and was like, "Yo, we gotta have the waffles there. Like we just need to bring the waffles there. You need to do your podcast there, whatever." So still ironing out those details, and it just means a lot, because that's like one of the biggest social media platforms out right now. Shout out to Rashad and them. They're doing something amazing when it comes to social media, and just raising the awareness to the community about finance, travel, just doing the right thing. So I respect them so much.
Yeah, and I think it's a great fit for you because, like you said, as a DJ, you've been very prominent, and your brand is what's important, and you've got your own merchandise now. You've got all these things, so you're definitely an example of what it means to earn your leisure. You know what I mean? Like, you worked hard, and now you're still working, but things are doing the way you wanted to. Now I know the Hype magazine recently wrote up for you. An article about your stuff. I wanted to highlight them. Shout out to Just Jay and Jerry. How did you and them meet, and how great has it been to have them helping you and supporting you all these years? I see it's been a real great relationship between the two.
Man, they are family. The first Waffles weekend, Jay let me use her building for Waffles weekend. Like,
yeah,
that's like family. Like, she calls me, checks on me, DM me. Same thing with Jerry. If I ever need anything, it's like a phone call away. If I need Jay, like right now, I could call her and I'll be like, hey, I'm going through XYZ. She's gonna be there. If I say I need support, she's gonna be there. Like, she's always been solid since I met her. Like, sit me down in her office and tell me, like, you don't need to be doing that no more. You need to be doing this. I ain't even doing that no more. And she just gave me so much game, and she's been a vital part of like a lot of stuff that I've done. Even when I was on tour, when I took artists on tour, she was pulling up, having artists come, opening up clubs in her city for me to run my tour through her city. Like, she's super solid, bro. Like, Jay is super solid, bro. Yeah,
I was going to comment on that. I know you came to Indianapolis. I know you and Jay put together a tour, and it came through Indianapolis. What's it like for you as a DJ that's got this national attention, and people really starting to recognize you, and then you've got independent artists around the country you're traveling to just wanting to play this song? How does that feel for you as a DJ, getting to see these dope talents? And what's a story you've had from one of your tours that you could share with us?
Bro, the tour was amazing. But it was like, I was running, like, me and my partner, like, we was running a high-end daycare, bro. Like, it was crazy. You got to understand. You got to understand, bro. It was like us two were in charge. We had an RV with 8 artists on there. We got beds. You could cook on there and everything like that. And then we're going from city to city to city. So mind you, we got to get to know everybody. Everybody got to get to know everybody. It was stuff that was happening on the bus. Like, the bus broke down a couple of times. Like, it was like, but we made it, but we made it through. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, it was stressful, but it was so much fun because we were stopping at the Boys and Girls Club. Every city we went to, we stopped at the Boys and Girls Club. So that gave us time to give back to the kids and create camaraderie amongst each other. We cooking on the RV. That's more camaraderie. We're cooking for them. We having a good time. So those little mishaps in between, it couldn't affect us because we were just in so much of a great joy, having so much fun as we going through it. And mind you, when we was on tour, bro, it was cold. So you don't even understand. Yeah, it was different.
I think you guys were coming around September, October.
Bro, it was cold. It was when we came to Indianapolis, it was snowing outside. So could you imagine rounding up 8 artists, making sure, hey, y'all got y'all music together? Hey, y'all got y'all clothes together? Y'all ready to do X, Y, and Z? Okay, cool. Y'all don't need to drink before this performance. Y'all just need to go out there and do like it was so much fun, bro. And it taught me a lot. Like, it really showed me what I can do with the right people around. It showed me like how much the artists cared for what it is that I was doing for them. Because even when we got to cities, remember, artists are pulling up in these cities too to perform. They're seeing the promo, they're seeing the tour bus. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So it was amazing, bro. I wouldn't take it back for nothing, bro. I learned so much from that tour. Like, that was one of the ones.
I wanted to highlight that for you too, because a lot of people see the final product. They see when you're at the club DJing, you've got the bottles having a good time. They don't know, like you said, the tour bus broke down 5 hours ago. We had to hike all mile to get to the next stop. Like, they don't know the trials and tribulation that goes on with touring. So I wanted to highlight that for you. Now, are you thinking about any more tours coming up? I know we got Waffles Weekend. We're locked in on that, but any upcoming tours or anything you're thinking about in the future?
I really want to give you, but I'm gonna tell you something. All right, so probably gonna be doing some DJing giving back to the community. That's what I could just say. I hate when people
Okay.
be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's something that we can't talk about right now." I hate when people I sit in interviews with them and they be like, "Oh, we can't discuss it." I just feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be doing something really big to start giving back to the community of the people that want to DJ and that
Okay.
love music. So I think that, and it's gonna be a nonprofit situation. So I feel like that's my next big thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
definitely
crazy
gonna.
enough you it's crazy enough you said that. That's my main goal for doing anything I've done in these 25 years of being in music is to start a nonprofit organization to help artists and DJs because there's so much red tape involved. There's so many budgets you need access to that really you don't really need as much as they charging you. So imagine a nonprofit where we could get a corporate sponsor to give that and then go fund the next career of 2 Chainz. And now everybody's got ownership. So I salute you on that, man. That's a big step. What's making you take that risk? Because that's a lot of risk
Um,
involved in trying to help people like that.
I was I thought about it. I thought about it before, and then yesterday I was at brunch. I was at brunch with my family and team yesterday, right? And they just kind of brought it up, and it was like, I two of them are girls, right? So they're like, "Yo, we was at the club. We was at the club, and this dude, he's playing for himself. Like, I could run an aux core better than them." And they to a point where I pull up to their house. They're like, "Yo, I'm on the aux. I got this, or whatever." So I would just be listening to the music, and they really have great picks. So we was just having a conversation about it yesterday, and
Yep.
it was like, "Yo, we just want to learn." You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be it. We just want to learn. And I was like, you know what? And they all started bringing the ideas to me, and I was just like, yeah, team say go, like, and they backing, and I feel
Yeah.
like I could pull it off, and it's not hard. Why not? Why not take a chance of it? Because I feel like the meeting of the minds, where God puts more than one person in the room, and y'all all start talking to each other. I
Yep.
think that it's meant, and it wasn't with ill intent. It's like, nah, this is what we need to do. So I do take those things into accountability, and I feel like that's probably gonna be next. I'm gonna find a way to get back and let other people get in the chair that want to do these things that I've done.
I love that. Now, industry question for you. Since you're a DJ, I seen you posted about us, and I think it was a great topic. You mentioned BPMs for different markets. Do artists understand why you can't have the same BPM for all these markets? And what's some suggestions you give to artists when you're talking to them about this?
I just feel like if you want to get your record, bro, I feel like if you're in a club, you just got to find the right time. You can't
Yeah.
you can't just be like, all right, cool. I want you to break my record, but I'm an R&B artist and I have a rapper on the song. Like,
Yeah.
make it make sense. You can't just come up to me with a record like that. Let's build a relationship and let me see how I can work your record into my
Yep.
mix. You get what I'm saying? How can I work your record into my playlist? A lot of people don't understand that. If you're making a club record, understand that, like you said, that's the BPM. Not just because all your homeboys said the shit is fire. Excuse my language. I apologize for curse. Like you, just because they said that it's fire
You good?
doesn't mean that is a go for me in the club. Like, it might not be that. It
Yeah.
might just be a radio record, or it might just be an opening record for like an R&B set or something like that, or it might be an Afro beats record that I can play at that time. But you got to understand what the DJ is playing, how he playing it,
Yep.
or what DJ you're trying to get the song to. You get what I'm saying? Some guys only know how to play rap music. As crazy as that sounds,
Yeah. Facts.
some DJs only know how to play rap music, and they don't even know how to get clean versions of songs. And that's what they do. Like, you can't knock them. They
Right.
probably be
Right.
the best rap playing music DJ ever. But that's their thing. That's their thing. When you get with me, it's like, I Waffles can play top 40. Waffles can play old school. Waffles can play Afro beats. Waffles can play Jamaican. Waffles can play Motown. Waffles can play EDM. Waffles can play whatever. Like, I cannot box myself in.
Yeah.
Like, we could do
Yep.
we could do the horror. Like, what do you want to do? Like, it's anything that you want me to play, it's possible. And then if not, I'm gonna prepare to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
a lot of these DJs, they don't do that. They just find a pocket. I'm a club DJ, so only thing I really got to play is R&B, a little bit of R&B, hip hop. You're gonna play those same 7 R&B songs at the beginning or at the end. You're gonna play Tevin Campbell. You're
Yeah.
gonna play Cameo. You're gonna play this all this stuff that people get tired of hearing over and over again, and you're just gonna be a regular. You're just gonna be a regular DJ.
Yeah. And I salute you definitely. I think you are a great role model for DJs because I tell a lot of DJs I work with everything changing the way it is, everything's moving social media and stuff like that. So I think you're a great example of what it's like to build a brand as a DJ and then make it become more than just being on the turntables playing records, but actually, you know, creating events and all the dope stuff you're doing. Outside of music and setting up these dope events, what do you like to do for fun? Like if you got some downtime, what are you doing to enjoy yourself?
Bro, I like to watch battle rap when nobody's around. I like to watch. I like to watch battle rap. That's
Okay.
like a guilty pleasure. That's like a guilty pleasure of mine, bro. Like I just wait till it like builds up, and then I'll just go and binge watch. I like the competition in battle rap. Um, I love eating. I love traveling when I can. Um, spending family time if I when I can, but I like basketball. I used to be in love with basketball. I like basketball. I like basketball now. I watch it as much as I can, but
Okay.
those are like really the things that I like to do and just catch up on TV if I can. I'll watch like, some series or whatever, but
Yeah.
kind of simple. Nothing,
With
nothing, nothing.
battle rap, are with you loving battle rap the way you do, what is your thoughts now that caffeine and that partnership has changed? And are you planning on doing any kind of battle raps or setting up any kind of events like that in the future?
I think I'm gonna leave the battle rap to them. Um,
Okay.
but I
Yep.
I understand like how the caffeine and the URL TV thing is going. So me, I just kind of stuck with the URL TV app and just been with Smack and just seeing what he's got going on.
Yep.
It's so hard to follow the new artist that's coming in now because if I don't see
So
familiar
many of them.
faces, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, where's Sue Surf at? Okay, now you got to find out. You like, oh, he's locked up. Now you like, what's Calico doing? What's Arsenal doing? What this person, T Top, and all these people are doing. So you start to give the newer guys because you can't be a gatekeeper in your mind. And that's what happens. It's like you
Yep.
start gatekeeping in your mind, and you don't want to give the new guys an opportunity. And I've been watching some of the new guys lately. I think I watched some of them yesterday, and
Okay.
they're pretty good. I like it. I like the direction that they're going. Just feel like some things got to split.
Yeah, it's dope. Now I'm with you on the battle rap. A lot of people don't understand if you like bars, punchlines, catchphrases, schemes, like you want battle rap. You know what I mean? And if you want dance music and all that, you know what I mean, you go to that style. But I salute you on that. Any shout outs you want to give, either people who were with you early on in your career or who are part of the team now?
Let me see. I feel like that'd just be like just taking it away from everybody else because you think of a speech and you just want to just say like everybody. I just want to give a shout out to anybody and everybody that just took time out of their day just to help me. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's been a lot. It's been a lot of people. It's been a lot of people. Like I can't even just name, but I'm definitely happy
Yeah.
that my mom and my dad put me here, and I wasn't left on somebody's sheet or
Yeah.
something like that. So they did they did their job, and like I appreciate everybody that ever helped me. Like I'm gratefully appreciative to the things that people have done for me from the time that they took out of their life to help me groom my business, help me get where I'm going. Like I appreciate everyone that stepped in and just believed in what it is that I had going on for sure.
Yeah, and it definitely shows. You can tell it's genuine with you, and you're really a humble spirit, man. So I salute you on that. Anything else you want to make sure we mention that we may not have covered in this conversation?
Just make sure you go get your tickets for Waffles Weekend. You don't want to miss it. August 8th through August 11th in the city of Atlanta. You can go on Eventbrite. You can get tickets. You can go to my website and get tickets. But follow me on social media at DJ_Waffles. Make sure you go follow me now and keep up with the latest updates, music, all my events, all the cool stuff that I'm doing. Just make sure you follow me and you'll be able to see everything in real time. And I appreciate you.
And then
guys.
once this is done, man, yeah, we're honored, man. Salute to Sincere for setting this up. But once we're done here, I'll message you. So when you start rolling out promo for the event, I can help promote it for you on my end to spread the word. Like I said, I'm out of Indiana, Midwest, but we got access around the whole world now. So love to help you with that. And I appreciate your time, man. It's an honor to get to talk to you.
Man, I appreciate you taking out the time of your day to talk to me. Like I said, if you get down here, you still get down here for Waffles Weekend. Yeah. You guys are more than welcome to come and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the festivities of the week. It's gonna be an awesome week. So yeah, just tap in with me, and I appreciate you taking out the time once again to give me an interview.
Yes, sir, man. Have a great night.
You too. Take it easy.